Okay, y'all. Right here, I got a board out of my room, and it is 18.5 by 5.5. I have a bunch of wood down there, you guys. And I'm going to sand it down real good, and then I'm going to wipe it off and get all that dirt off of it. You know, because you don't want to paint over that grit and nasty. Anyway, look, we had a thunderstorm, and these dogs, I couldn't hardly move. Look at them up under my desk. And look here, in a minute, you'll catch a glimpse of a stain. I dropped my sublimation printer, and it busted all over my floor. And I don't know why I put that in there. But anyway, I got that first fabric from the Dollar Tree, and I got these two from the Walmart. Now, I decided not to use the yellow one. I went with an orange that I had anyway, and I just had a little piece of it. But so what I'm going to do is see approximately how much I may need, and I'm just going to cut it off, and I don't know how much, y'all. It's according to what size board. If you recreate this, what size board you use and everything. So, I want to take Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm going to rub it all over that board. Not Mod Podge, because Mod Podge seems to get really, really wet and leaks through. And Aleene's, where it's a bit thicker, it doesn't seem to leak through, and your material get real hard and crunchy. But anyway, I'm just going to make a seam in it right here. A seam. Anyway, I'm going to do one or two of those, and I'm going to fold it over there. And then there's where the orange comes in play. That's all I had left, that orange, but it had came from Walmart also. And I'm just going to take that. My husband got me earrings for something, and I'm just going to use that as, see, to cut out my little square right there. I think y'all know where I'm going with this. Some of y'all's going to love it, and some of y'all's going to hate it, but just hang in there because it's the prettiest one I've ever seen, and I don't even like them, and it's gorgeous. Anyway, seriously. So right there, I just made a little, like half moon thing. And what I did is just fold it in half so I could get the same size. And here, I know I'm a bunch of different glues. Y'all just wait. I'm taking Beacon Fabric Tack Glue, and I'm going to tack it down. I wish I'd never used it. I wish I'd stuck with the Aleene's. And again, I'm going to make a little seam, seam, I don't know, in my apron. And then these pieces, I didn't have a big enough piece, so I did piece those together, and I used the Beacon Fabric Tack Glue. And so, anyway, well, I don't know. I'm kind of glad I did. Well, you'll see. And then I'm just tacking it down at the very top. The rest of it, I don't want to be tacked down. And because I added those pieces, I took that green string that I had, and I ran it all over like the edges, and and then that isn't even going to matter here in a little bit. And then that green polka dot ribbon I showed you, I'm going to make him on my little sleeves. Now, see how I do? I just fold it down and hot glue it. Now, see, hot glue. Fold it back, hot glue where your fold is going, and then hot glue underneath it again. See? I think if you watch, it's easier than me trying to say, and hot glue it, and hot glue it, and hot glue it, and hot glue it. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm just going to glue. See, there's another glue. Glue that down to the side. And then, there, I'm just, folding in, my apron. And I don't know why, there was a reason. But anyway, I'm going to cut off more of that fabric, see how much I need. And I'm going to make a fold in that. So that's just one we'll say from now on. Because for some reason, I can't think if it's a hem or a seam. I'm just going to say seam. Because it does put a straighter seam in it. It's not all wonky. But it's actually, well, yeah, because I'm not hemming that. Anyway, I'm going to make ruffles across the bottom of my little apron too. And I'm going to do it the same way. Yes, just fold it. Yeah, see? Anyway, so you guys, you know how whenever, sorry, I was watching YouTube and my video come on, I just didn't stop, I just let it play, but I don't like watch my videos. But anyway, so, you know how whenever you, glue all over me. Oh, like singe the ends of your ribbon because the little strings and you don't want it to fray and all that stuff. Well, I don't know everything. I like to think that I know everything, but I don't know everything. Anyway, I thought I could do it with my fabric. It doesn't work. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because I got a couple little black spots, So, we'll just say she got dirty in the garden. Yes, yeah, that's what we're going to say. Anyway, y'all, I'm just gabbing there. I don't know what I even said. But I thought the apron was too long, so I decided to cut it off. Not all the way. Just make it shorter. And I'm just trying to see what length I want there. And then I just whack it. I didn't know rhyme or reason. I literally pulled that fabric off of the that green fabric off of the other fabric. And yes, hot glued it to, you know what I mean? And my ruffles stayed intact with all that glue. But I just tore my ruffles off and I glued them onto the bottom of that apron anyway. And here I decided to take Rick Rack and go around everything because I didn't want an ugly seam to show. And then I just took that plaid fabric and I made a little pocket. And I'm going to run that Rick Rack around, Rick Rack, a patty whack, it, rather, I'm going to run the Rick Rack around it too. Oh my goodness. Whew, that's hard to say. And then hot glue it down. See, I'm already done with the other glues, but because of time, but I think that if anybody recreates this, they should use the Aleene's tacky glue. And then I end up cutting 2.5 inches off of it. Yeah, it was too long for what I wanted. Now, when I was going to do a regular hat, it was going to be fine. But then I went a different route, and it wasn't fine anymore. But I cut 2 pieces here. They are 4 by 5. 5 long, 4 wide. And the 5-inch side is where we're making the length of the arms. Yeah, y'all see what I'm doing, so I can explain that why I'm gluing that. And then, yeah, I glued the hole shut, and then I'm just going to glue it there behind the ruffles. Yeah, y'all, I ain't even joking. I'm in love with this, and I'm not even playing. And y'all know I don't like gnomes. I talk about it all the time. Well, I glued that little ball. Those are 22-inch beads. And I glued that ball on for a nose, and I just didn't like it. But here I'm just taking nautical rope and unwinding and burning it. And I used an entire nautical rope for her hair. And then I fold it and cut it. And then I fold it and cut it again. I just want to see how long I want it. And then I double knot a piece of that, you know, juke off that rope, and see how I did it. And then so I can cut down the center there. I put a knot on each side. So there I got my hair. But because of the hat I used, I should have went way up higher and ended up later going in. See, I hadn't used all the nautical rope yet, but I do. Y'all, I put, look, a ton of glue in there. I stuck my hot glue gun down in between all those and just glued like a crazy person. But Wanda, there I'm using the glue sticks you sent me. Yes, Miss Wanda Cruz sent me some glue sticks. And there I'm just trimming up her hair. I left it like that. I thought it was so cute because it's all wavy and it looks like real hair. Well, not right now, but y'all see. And then I take some green rubber bands that I got from a pack of rubber bands from the Dollar Tree because it matched her little outfit. And I'm just putting like, yeah, the pony like real long. And there, I'm going to use one of those sun hats from the Dollar Tree. Y'all, I think this just made it. Anyway, and then I'm just going to remove everything from it, the ribbon and stuff, and I'm going to start by cutting a small slit now because I didn't know. And then, yeah, that's when I knew I had to remove her nose. And then what I do is take another one of the, I just used my heat gun and got it off. And then look, that wooden egg, not that one. I have 3 of them. Use one. There's the second one. I got one more to go. But I hot glue that wooden egg to her nose. It's a long, big nose like mine. And then I run a bead of hot glue across the top of her nose and there glue her little hat down. And there I'm cutting it more and tucking it. You see, and yeah, you can't hardly see, I'm out of frame, but how I hot glued it to her back, and then I folded that piece over and hot glued it. Let me see if I can fix this, you guys. Nope, totally can't fix it. So, see what I did now? Right there, that one piece, I just tacked it down because I want to make sure that's where I want it. And here is where I'm going ham hot gluing it. And I'm going all the way up and just cutting little pieces off that I may not need. I may be going too fast, you guys, because I am going pretty fast here. Anyway, so, yeah, there I'm just really hot gluing that hat together and getting that seam completely, yeah, glued. Anyway, and then, yeah, I had to take more nautical rope and tuck it up in there because the way the hat was laying, you could actually see that board, and I didn't want that, so I covered it all with that jute. And here, I'm just making a 1-inch strip of fabric here, and I'm hot gluing I'm making another seam, seaming. I'm not a seamstress, I'm a gluestress. Anyway, and, yeah, to go around her hat there. And I'm going to hot glue it down. Oh, my gosh, you guys, this is so cute. And hot glue all the way around her little hat. It's so cute. But right there, I stopped because where that seam was, it was ugly in that glue, and I didn't like it. So I took a piece of another hat that I had that I'd done a mystery box hop with Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs and had that left over, and I've kept it. And see, if you use it, it's not hoarding. And then, yeah, and then I put a little button back there like it was buttoned on. And then I take this sunflower. It had 2 sets of leaves with it. And I just melt that plastic on the back so it will lay flat. And I do that to both of them. Yeah. And I also do that to my sunflower, you guys. Anyway, and I glue my sunflower down there. Oh, my goodness. And then I take and put a little bumblebee on my sunflower. And then I take and put 2 little those paper sunflowers from the Dollar Tree. I put those on her ponytails. And a little ladybug on that one. Just that one. And here she is, you guys. I put little flowers in her pocket. But I made her a basket out of that hat that I was telling you had left over. Look. And put a little mushroom on it. Filled up with flowers. And she's holding it in her arms. And look at her. Oh, my goodness. I think she is so cute, you guys. Miss Carol Doll made it. Look at that. With those light behind it. That cross. Great job. I think that is absolutely beautiful, Carol. Anyway, right here, got one of those carrots from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to remove the sticker from the back. Now, man, this sticker did not want to come off. But what I do a lot of times, you guys, I go ahead and take Goo Gone and put it on some cotton somehow, something, and I rub it and clean it and get that sticky off, and then I do spray rubbing alcohol on it. But Miss Jarvelin Barnes sent me this napkin, and I knew I had to use it for a carrot, you guys. This is my last, like, carrot bunny or anything like that. I didn't do any bunnies, but, you know, it's my last that. But I will be doing spring. I don't know. Bunnies are still spring. Anyway. So, I'm going to lay it down there. And I'm going to cut off what I need. And then, I didn't just... I removed the 2 plies off the back. And then I did flip it over and I cut another piece to cover both sides. And then I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and I'm going to put a light coat and I'm going to do it in sections, you guys, because I didn't want any wrinkles. And I didn't want to pull out my iron and everything. Not everything. It's coming together, but things are still in disarray. And it's hard to do that and do DIYs and do your everyday, you know, clean your house and go to the grocery store and go to church and go visit your parents and do all that stuff. So, but I'm doing it. And two, you guys, I never told you, but we moved a lot of furniture and I got rid of stuff and brought stuff in and just, it was a whole thing. But anyway, I just, Mod Podge that down in sections. And when I'm done, I take saran wrap and I throw it on top of it and I rub it down to make sure I get all the wrinkles out of it. Yep. And then, you know, I ball it up, sometimes rub it down. And when it dried, I took it's a Zif finger sander. It is in my description box. And I sand the excess napkin off of the sides. And then I did have to take my fingernail file and get up there in the crack. Because, yeah, it's really, yeah. And then I'm going to take the scrap pieces that was left over from the napkin. And I'm going to cover the sides. If I'd have thought, I'd have painted them white too. But I didn't think. Because I don't think sometimes. I just do. And anyway, lay it down there and go away down the sides. And I try to line it up the best I can. And it looks so cute, you guys. This is adorable. Somebody called me from TikTok, the carrot lady. And I was like, well, there you go. I'll take it. But anyway, and then after I get those covered, I do just take the lighter and burn off that excess. It's just easier. And then when it's completely dry, I cover it in, another coat of Mod Podge. So, and then I set it up there to dry. I got one of those little tiny eggs from the Dollar Tree, you know, in that pack. Actually, mine came from Family Dollar. And I'm going to take that little tiny bunny. It's from the calendar. It's on the back of the calendar. And I'm going to fussy cut and cut that little tiny bunny out. And then I'm just going to take some Mod Podge and I just squirt it on my egg and rub it with my finger and put my little tiny bunny on there, you guys. Look. Oh, Jessie, what did you do? I tasted that one, you guys. That's bad, Jess. Anyway, I got some green burlap here, and I'm just going to cut off what I need, and I'm going to take my Gorilla Ultra Strong. Jesse, you've got to go somewhere. Adhesive spray, and I spray my burlap. I can't even think now, y'all. That's foul. And then I just cut in where the yeah, the things are. And then I just trim it all off. And then I take my furniture repair marker and I color the sides of my little egg. And then, yeah, so I was like, dude, I forgot totally about the leaf part. So I painted it in celery. And then I'm going to take black paint and I'm just going to highlight and go around every bit of my little carrot, you guys. I mean, Jessie Jane, you're foul, y'all. Anyway, I got that yarn from the Dollar Tree forever ago, and I wrapped it around top of my carrot. And I did take one of those little bunnies, too, and I painted it white and did the same thing. And I hot glued my little egg on. I totally deleted that stuff. And then I take some raffia here, and I'm going to hot glue it down to my carrot. I haven't looking all whimsy and stuff. And that's how I wanted it to look. Y'all don't have to if you don't want to. But then I take and make 2 finger bows out of that yarn and double loop, I do believe. And I'm going to hot glue them to over top of the raffia. Y'all, this is just something so cute just to have sitting on a shelf. These are easy ones, you guys. And I just think that is adorable. Yes, I do. I do. Okay. Yeah, I guess I am the carrot lady. Right there, that come from a 2023 calendar. And I remember when I saw it, I'm like, what in the world would I ever do with that? Now, I also said it with the beet picture. And I know I won't do it. Well, I better not say that. But anyway, I cut out on the lines all my pieces. And because I don't want to use them all. And I'm going to take the word carrots and the 2 pieces of carrots and put my picture back together. The top part that says fresh and then the stems I didn't want. But I did try to take a wet wipe and wipe it down so I could wrinkle my calendar more. I wanted it to be really wrinkled. It is a little bit, but not as much as I wanted. But I took that Folkart wood tint and distressed my picture. Yeah. And then I'm going to take a pack of those carrots from the Dollar Tree. I think I got those last year. And I'm going to pull all the little stem things out of them. And I take my walnut home decor wood tint, and I was going to distress my carrots, but they just wasn't looking right. So then I take some antique wax. I took the Folkart antique wax I have, but I think Jessie thought it was real carrots, and she's going to get one. But it doesn't matter. It's a little bit darker, but it's the same, because I don't know. I can't find everything yet. You guys still like, whoa! Anyway, so... yep, I'm showing you how I'm distressing carrots, but I didn't show you how I distressed the sign because I thought my camera was on when it was off. Right. So, oh no. Y'all, that was going on for 5 days. It was still going. But I got that from the Dollar Tree, I think 2 years ago, you guys. But they still have them. Well, at my store they do. And I'm just going to cut off pieces and hot glue them down in my little carrot. And I glued 2 little pieces in each carrot. And one of the things, stem things, did 2. Anyway, and I cut off some pieces, and I'm going to glue them to these carrots also. I think I left these too long. They need to be cut shorter, but I think in the end, it's worth it. This thing is just too cute. But, and if you leave that flat piece on and take your hot glue gun, oh, well, you can't see that. But I wanted to show y'all, I got that wreath for 39 cents out of Goodwill. If that tells you how long I've had it for 39 cents, gee whiz. I bet I got that in 1874. Anyway, and I'm just going to hot glue my sign in real good. I mean, I poured the hot glue in there, you guys. I mean, yes. And then I take some of this ribbon and I'm going to make me a hanger. I just cut me a long piece and just tie me a knot in the end. And I slide it up behind my sign because I did want my sign to hang a little like crooked. And, but I also know you got to be careful because, yeah, that get heavy on that side and it'll go insane. So I took a pack of Spanish moss, and originally I didn't put it up in that one corner because I didn't know if I was going to put a bow there or not. But then I decided filling up that corner, and I take my little carrots and I start hot gluing them to my wreath. Now I did cover the ends of them, the tips of them, with the Spanish moss like they were down in the ground, you know. Anyway, I don't know why. It's because I'm extra. And yeah, just glue your carrots down any way you want. I used the entire pack. I think it was 6 of them. 4, 5, 6. Maybe 7 of them. I don't know. See, because those two I like kind of attached together there. How many is that? One, two. That's right. There's 6 in a pack, and I had one spare one left over. So, yeah, I had just enough moss to cover that. And here it is, you guys. I think this is just so cute. Oh, I love it. I never, ever dreamed. Oh, I did put some raffia and made little jute bows for those carrots. Never dreamed in my life that I would ever use that carrot picture. But I think it's worth it because I actually love this. Okay, right here. I got one of those from the, I actually have 2 of them from the Dollar Tree. And I'd already opened that one and stole a little house off of it. And then I'm just going to take that little knobby thing off of it. And that's that paper from the Dollar Tree, scrapbooking paper. I can't take the back off that, so I decided to measure it. And it's like 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, it says. So then I take my paper trimmer and I cut it 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and guess what? Nope, it didn't fit. I'm like, well, something's wrong. Right here, I knew I really messed up. I was like, oh, no. Cut too much off. And see, I split that with Brenda. There was 2 pieces of each paper, and I sent 1 of each one to Brenda, and I didn't have any extra, so I'm like, dude. So originally, the piece that I cut off, I stuck that in there, and I don't know why, because obviously it was too big, or I wouldn't have been cutting it again. And it started bubbling up because I didn't get Mod Podge on the paper when I laid the paper on it. So I just, thank goodness, had another piece, and it fit perfect, you guys. So we're just going to Mod Podge that piece in there. I'm just showing you, if you mess up and things go wrong, you can fix it. Yeah, because I mess up all the time. Y'all don't want to see all my mistakes. But anyway, and then I take some tumbling tower blocks and I glue like little feet on my thing. Like halfway, like there's the same, you know, you see what I mean. And then I paint them, take my white acrylic paint and paint the feet. And then I just paint the entire sign. Okay, and here I got one of those little plaques from the Dollar Tree. I was going to do something completely different. I started sending it down, and I was like, whoa, hey, ho, wait a minute. That is too cute. I wish I hadn't sent it as much, but now I know I'm going to have to do it distressed to make it look older and rustic, which is fine. I like it either way. But I take that black rubbing buff, and I distress around the sides of it. See, it just looks all worn and stuff now. And I take a piece of that polka dotted ribbon that I used on my little gnome girl, and I tie it down the center and double knot with a piece of jute. And I lay it down there. And then I get one of them little gingham bows from my basket of bows, because I have so many of them made up. And I glue it on top of that. And then I'm going to glue that piece back in the center there. And I'm going to glue my little plaque down in there. And then I distress it with the black rubbing buff. And then, yeah. And then I take pieces from that yellow heather that I got from Walmart, and I hot glue them down in the butt. Y'all, this should have been a plaid video, like plaid. I love plaid though. This is so cute, you guys. Look at that. I think it looks vintage. I think it looks so like old-timey, like something that would be, yeah. And I think it is just too cute. I do. I hope y'all enjoy it. This is everything, you guys. I know it is a fast one. Oh my goodness. But I love y'all, and I pray y'all have a blessed weekend. I hope y'all stay safe, and please like my gnome, you guys. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.